All right, here we go. Question number 18 from our 0314, homework number 3 in MyLab Math, and the instructions say factor. So the first thing I consider when I'm looking for how a polynomial is going to factor is I look for, is it in descending order, first of all. And so I notice that the biggest exponent is not first. The lead term needs to be actually in the lead. So the first step is to rewrite this expression in descending order, starting with the biggest power first, that is negative c to the third. Next biggest power, positive 2c squared. And then last we have positive 80c. So now that is in descending order. And now I can look for a common factor. So is there anything that all three terms have in common? Yeah, they all have a c in common, so I'm going to be able to factor out a c. And remember that if the lead term is negative, you probably need to factor out a negative also. So we're going to factor out negative c. Factoring out a negative will change all the signs. Here we go. C to the third, if I take out a c, is going to knock that down to c squared. And then this is positive 2c squared. If I take out the negative, that's going to make it change sign. That's going to be negative 2c because I'm taking a c away. And then this 80 is also going to become negative, and he's going to lose his c because I factored out a c from everybody. All right. Now that I've factored out the common factor, now we're going to look inside the parentheses, and now notice we have a standard trinomial. Remember, standard trinomial means we have a lead coefficient of 1, and then that means we're going to use the recipe for factoring a trinomial, which I've covered in the previous two videos, so I'm going to go a little bit faster this time. The first ingredient is parentheses. The second ingredient, read the signs. Minus at the back makes these different. And then the third ingredient, fill in the blanks. Okay, so what does it take to make c squared? C and c. C times c is c squared. And then for the other two blanks, I'm going to have two numbers that multiply to make 80, that subtract and make negative 2. And so I'm looking for factors of 80 that subtract and make 2, okay? And so the first two that come to my mind are 8 and 10. Obviously, 8 times 10 is 80. Is 8 minus 10 negative 2? Yeah. And so right off the bat, this time I found them first time. So that's going to be plus 8 minus 10. If you're wondering how do I know where they go, it's because I need negative 2, and 8 minus 10 is negative 2. And so that's how I tell where to put them. And now that is factored completely. Let's see if we're right. Negative c, c plus 8, c minus 10. Bam! Man, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section below, or you can text me. And thanks for watching.